Diraba just did the unthinkable. In front of everyone, lights blazing, cameras rolling, she leaned in and kissed Yang Yang. The room froze. For a heartbeat, you could hear a pin drop. No one expected her to make the first move, not in a million years. And Yang Yang? Well, his reaction was priceless. It all started earlier that evening at the exclusive gala. Fans were crowded outside, flashes of cameras lighting up the night like fireworks. Diraba and Yang Yang arrived separately, as if by chance, but everyone knew they were the most anticipated duo of the night. There was laughter, small talk, the usual polite smiles, but the tension between them was palpable. You could cut it with a knife. Diraba, ever the bold one, had been planning something for days. She wasn't about to wait for Yang Yang to make a move. She caught his gaze from across the room, that signature half-smile tugging at her lips, and something in her chest told her this was the moment. She moved with purpose, each step echoing in her mind, rehearsed yet natural. By the time she reached him, the crowd had shifted, giving them a small bubble of privacy. "I've been waiting to do this," she whispered, leaning in. And then, without hesitation, she kissed him. The shock on Yang Yang's face could have been a scene straight out of a romantic comedy. His eyes widened, jaw slightly dropped, and for a second, the confident, composed actor seemed just human. He blinked once, twice, as if making sure the moment was real. Then, slowly, that famous Yang Yang smile spread across his face, equal parts surprise, amusement, and admiration. "Well," he said, voice low but warm, "I didn't see that coming." The crowd around them let out a collective gasp, cameras clicking furiously, but Yang Yang and Diraba were in their own world. What made it even more unforgettable was his next move. Instead of shying away or pretending it didn't happen, he gently took her hand, squeezed it, and whispered something that no one could hear over the noise, but you could see it in his eyes: respect. Respect for her courage, for her boldness, for the way she owned the moment without hesitation. The gala continued, but now all eyes were on them. Every glance they shared, every subtle touch of hands, felt electric. Fans outside the hall were already buzzing online. Memes, screenshots, theories about what just happened. Diraba had single-handedly broken the internet in one swift move. Later in an interview, Yang Yang couldn't stop laughing when asked about that moment. "Diraba, she's fearless," he said. "I mean, I admire that. Not everyone could do that and make it look so natural. I wasn't ready, but maybe I should have been." His honesty, that mixture of disbelief and admiration, made headlines almost instantly. Social media exploded. Fans dissected every detail of the kiss, the angle, the timing, the chemistry. Comments ranged from "I can't believe she did that" to "Yang Yang's reaction is everything." The hashtag Diraba takes the lead trended for hours, and people couldn't get enough of the story. Behind the scenes, the team tried to calm the frenzy, but Diraba's boldness had sparked something unstoppable. PR teams could plan photo ops, carefully crafted poses, and scripted moments, but nothing compared to this unscripted, raw, and genuine exchange. That moment, Diraba taking the lead and Yang Yang responding, was more authentic than anything staged. Even weeks later, the story hadn't died down. Every event they attended together seemed charged with that same energy. Fans speculated, media outlets analyzed, and yet, the two of them remained grounded, almost teasingly aware of the magic they had created. Diraba's confidence and Yang Yang's charm combined in a way that no one could predict, creating a moment that would be remembered in celebrity circles for years. In the end, what made it so unforgettable wasn't just the kiss, or the viral reactions, it was the unspoken message. Boldness can catch anyone off guard, even someone like Yang Yang, who is usually composed under every circumstance. And sometimes taking the lead isn't just about making a move, it's about owning it fully, unapologetically, and inspiring everyone around you to do the same. So the next time you think about being bold, remember Diraba. Because in one brief, unforgettable moment, she reminded the world that courage, confidence, and a little bit of daring can create magic. And Yang Yang? Well, his priceless response will be replayed forever. The days that followed felt surreal. Every time Diraba and Yang Yang appeared together, the cameras couldn't look away, and neither could the fans. But it wasn't just the kiss that had everyone talking, it was the way they moved together afterward, subtle glances, shared laughter, even the smallest touches that spoke louder than words. At a charity event just days later, Yang Yang arrived first. Diraba wasn't far behind. The moment she stepped in, the energy shifted. Everyone could feel it. She didn't rush toward him, didn't make a show, but there was that confident spark in her eyes. Yang Yang noticed it immediately. Instead of ignoring it or playing it cool, he walked over with that same mix of charm and mischief. "You're full of surprises," he said, voice low, almost teasing. Diraba simply smiled, letting him wonder what she might do next. Fans captured every second of that interaction. Videos went viral instantly. Replays showed the subtle brush of hands, the way Yang Yang's eyes lit up when she laughed at one of his jokes, and the unmistakable closeness that was forming. The chemistry between them wasn't just on screen, it was real, magnetic, and completely contagious. Even during interviews, they couldn't hide it. Reporters tried to ask neutral questions about projects or schedules, but every answer seemed to circle back to each other. Yang Yang's words were careful but warm, Diraba's gestures confident yet playful. Social media exploded again. Memes, reaction videos, fan theories, every possible angle of their interactions was analyzed, shared, and discussed endlessly. Then came the press conference that no one saw coming. Yang Yang walked in first, followed closely by Diraba. The room fell silent. Fans expected standard promotional banter, but instead, Diraba leaned in slightly and whispered something only he could hear. Yang Yang's laughter filled the room, low and genuine, catching everyone off guards. Cameras clicked furiously, but the moment remained private, intimate, and completely their own. That laughter, that shared secret, was enough to ignite the imagination of millions worldwide. Over the next weeks, the pair attended more public events together. Every time, the same pattern unfolded, Diraba confident and unafraid, Yang Yang responding with warmth and surprise, and the cameras capturing moments that felt stolen from a private world. And yet, despite the growing attention, both of them remained grounded, careful not to make the relationship about spectacle. It was authentic, spontaneous, and entirely magnetic. Fans started noticing small patterns, how Yang Yang would glance toward Diraba before answering a question, how Diraba's laughter seemed to linger when he was nearby, how the smallest gestures between them carried meaning far beyond casual friendship. And the media couldn't get enough. Headlines celebrated the chemistry, praised Diraba's boldness, and marveled at Yang Yang's charming yet honest reactions. Every new appearance fueled more excitement, more speculation, and more admiration. By the end of the month, what started as a single bold moment, the kiss, had transformed into a story that captured hearts everywhere. Not because it was scripted, not because it was planned, but because it was real. The way Diraba took the lead, and the way Yang Yang responded, reminded everyone watching that sometimes courage sparks the most unforgettable moments, and authenticity outshines any carefully crafted scene. Even now, months later, fans replay that gala moment endlessly. Clips of Yang Yang's surprised smile, Diraba's confident steps, and the laughter they shared have become iconic. It wasn't just a kiss. It wasn't just a reaction. It was the beginning of a story that felt genuine, unscripted, and truly unforgettable.